Thanks for tuning in. It's Andrea, and I just wanted to quickly go over something that happened to me the other day. So, while I was driving, I received an email notification, and the title of the email was something along the lines of Smith Closing Corrections, and I did change the last name. So, immediately I was on alert, like, oh my goodness, I made a mistake. Oh, okay, let me hurry up and get this finalized. So, quickly go to my computer, open up the email, and I just want to share that with you. So, like I said, this was the other day, April 19th. Good afternoon. The following is needed. Page 12 of the original deed of trust must be completed by the notary. Page 4 of the closing instructions, please sign, date, and please complete tax record info sheet, sign page 2. So first we're going to look at the first document, page 12 of the original deed of trust. So here's the original deed of trust, and I did redact an entire packet for us to eventually go over. But here is the deed of trust. We're going to, she said page 12, so we're going to go, let's go to page 11 instead. All right, here is page 11. So this is where the borrower is going to sign and date. And then here is where my notarial language begins. So I would print in this information. So the state of, county of, I put Maryland, county of. Before me, this is where my name goes. The undersigned officer personally appeared. This is where the borrower's name is, or rather those that are on title. And this is where I'd sign, and then I'd put my expiration date. This is where I'd notarize over in this section here in the state of Maryland. Like I said the last time, we have to be licensed to be a title insurance producer. So I would put in our title insurance producer information here. And like I said, that's page 11. Now we're on page 12. So in the beginning, it somewhat reads the same way as the last verbiage. But as you continue reading, you see the agent of the party secured by the foregoing security instrument. That's not us. That is the lender's attorney. So I would not notarize this document. That's not for me to notarize. That's for the lender's attorney to notarize. So when you see this on the deed of trust in the notarial language, you'll see the agent of the party secured by the foregoing security instrument. That's not you. You flip that page over. You're not going to notarize that document, okay? All right, so let's go back to her next. Page 4 of the closing instructions. Please sign and date. So I didn't see anything that specifically said closing instructions, but what I did find that was remotely close is instructions to escrow, title, closing agent. Again, that's not me, so I would not do anything with this document, but she's saying that I need to sign page 4. So let's go to page 4. So the person that needs to sign this is the settlement officer. They need to sign and date. So again, that's not me. I'm not signing this document, okay? All right, so the last thing she talks about is please complete tax record info sheet. Sign page 2. So the tax record info sheet is this, tax record information sheet. This form must be completed by title officer, escrow officer, and/or closing attorney and signed by same. So again, we're not the title officer, we're not the escrow officer, and we're not the closing attorney. She's saying page 2 needs to be signed. And if you take a look at it, I mean, all of this stuff is way beyond my knowledge, if I'm being honest. I don't know anything about taxes. And again, this is something that needs to be signed by the settlement agent. So I did email her back, and I politely told her that unfortunately I was unable to fulfill her request. I outlined exactly why, because number one, I'm not the lender's attorney, the lender's notary, and I'm not the settlement agent. And I told her that feel free to give me a call if you need clarification. And like I said, I was very nice about it. But I just wanted to give you that example because it goes to show you that we as notaries, we make mistakes. It happens. But on the other end, they make mistakes too. And so if we all understand that mistakes happen, that should help us be a little bit more understanding. And I think it's really important that we know our role in this. When you look through the documents, you're going to find many different titles. Like we saw settlement agent, we saw settlement officer, there's the title agent, there's the loan originator, there's the mortgage originator, there's the closing agent. Those aren't us. That's not our role. Our role is notary or notary public and signing agent. So it's important that we only work with those documents that require those signatures for the notary public or the signing agent. So we have to really understand our role in the whole thing so we're not willy-nilly just signing documents simply because they told us to. Now, this person who came to me and who emailed me is probably new, just like I was new. So I'm not upset or anything like that. It's just that we make mistakes. The other thing is that we have to know ethically what we can do. So I say that because not too long ago, I received a request asking that I go back out to a borrower's home. They said that they neglected to include a document in the original package. And let's say the original package was signed on April 1st. They contacted me on April 3rd and said, hey, can you go out, have the borrower sign this and notarize it, but we need you to notarize it for April 1st. Well, I explained to them that due to Maryland law, we're not allowed to backdate. So I can't say that I witnessed the signer sign on April 3rd. No, I can't say that I witnessed the signer sign the document on April 1st when technically I didn't. It's April 3rd now. I have to put April 3rd. They understood. I fulfilled their request, sent the document back, and everything was fine. So I just want you to know that they make mistakes, we make mistakes. It's all a process. Don't be afraid to get out there and do it, because at the end of the day, you'll find that you've learned so much, so much, and it happens quickly, the amount of information that you end up taking in. So thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. I'll have more videos coming. Look forward to seeing you soon.